Hello, today I'm making a quick tutorial on some of the basics of PHP, which is a language that is used alongside HTML to speak to a database through SQL, and also gives access to more variety and things like that, which will allow your web page to be more dynamic, unlike the usual HTML page. So to get started, today I'm not showing how to do the SQL parts, but it's just some of the core bits of it. So to get started in PHP, you have to make sure that your file is in a .php format, unlike the usual .html. And the first thing that you'll notice after doing so is that you can't open these files like a regular HTML file. You can't just double click it to open it. So you have to open it through software such as XAMPP. I'm not using that today, but I'll just explain it. So yeah, to start off your statement, you open it. You open that question mark PHP statement, and then you can close it with the question mark and close it. And then all of your PHP information can be inside these brackets. Up here, or normal HTML, and down here, normal HTML. But in here is where all the good bits are at. So if you've used Python before, this is pretty similar to it. Similar to many other programming languages. It gives you access to variables, to if statements, and to very cool stuff like that. So to set your variable, just do $A, or do $, whatever you want your variable to be. So this can be variable 1, and this can be 2. So variable 1 is equal to 2, and variable 2 is equal to 3. And after each statement, you need to make sure that you have a semicolon, which allows it to know when each statement is closed. So, and also that is how I've organized it, because if it can be read in one line, but that's just, you can't read that. You have good indenting. So from these two variables, we can times the two together. So 2 times 3 equals 6. So I set the variable test to 1 times 2, variable 1 times variable 2, and then we can use the echo command to put this variable forward into the regular HTML. So when this is read by the page, it ignores everything. Well, like what you see is ignored. Everything is ignored apart from the echoed elements. So here we are echoing center, well, because the quotation marks around it, then a comma, and then the test variable, which needs to be in this way, as it isn't that just the regular $test wouldn't be read properly as in HTML. And then we cut a comma, variable, and comma. Then we open the quotation marks again, the result of, and then the two variables. Let's fix that real quick. And then after this is opened in the page, all that would be seen is the test variable, which is 2 times 3, which would be 6, is the result of 1, the variable 1, which is 2, and then times, say, x, and then the variable 2, which is 3. So then that's all, but this would be centered as it's got this centered thing, so it will be like this on the page. Well, actually centered, but yeah. So that means that you can use variables and things like that, and then use them inside your HTML code to give you more use. Alongside this, you can also use variable strings, so words and characters and things like that. So we've got variable 1 set to hello, and then that's before we got the semicolon. Variable 2 world, semicolon yet again, and then this is concatenation, I forget what it's called. but it allows you to join this variable into this variable. So the variable 2, v2, will stay the same as weld, but v1 would stay the same, but also get joined by v2. So this can be also done by v1 equals v1 dot v2. So these two variables will get joined together, which will be hello world, and then that'll be joined together into variable 1. But doing this is a bit shorter, and it just, you know, and then after this is echoed, it will just produce hello world for both if either of these are used. Next we got if statements, which are on Python and things like that. So here we set a variable to a, and then we got if, and then the parentheses, and inside the parentheses we got the variable that is we want to test. So if variable, which is equal to a here, equals, because if it was a 1 equal sign, it would be assigning it to that number. So if it's asking if it is equal to a, then it does the things inside these brackets, which here is echo variable is equal to a. So when this is opened on a page, all that you would see is this, and you won't see any of this other stuff. But if we change this to variable equals b, this statement, this would be untrue, and it would go on to the else statement, which is variable does not equal a. So even if this is c as well, this exact same statement would be produced and put forward. So then you see this instead of this. Yeah. So finally, we got switch statements, which are a bit of a better if statement. They're just got a bit more access, and they're a bit cooler. So here we got switch variable, and then inside these, or in this entire thing, is the switch. So switch is just imagine like a train where you can pick which direction it goes. That's what you're doing. So you're saying go to the direction of C, which we set here. So then it goes down here, case A, no, case B, no, case C, and it can go through. And then if it is none of these, instead of else, it goes default, which is just a bit different. And then here we got this variable is neither A, B, or C. So after you kind of get used to PHP, it's pretty easy. The basics of it is easy. Getting into the more intense SQL parts is a bit harder, but it's pretty cool. So this can be used to spice up your pages, make them a bit more interesting. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Cool. Bye.